Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on a very rainy island of Fawnhollow today? I can't believe it's actually raining again. It's been raining 3 days in a row. Granted, when I played yesterday night around like 11 PM or something, it did stop raining, but still. Anyway, oh, hold on a second. Don't worry about that, just some messages from friends, but anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 4:18 PM on Friday, July 3rd, 2020. For some time now, Nooking has been exploring and studying the water surrounding our island. I'm pleased to announce that based on my findings, the ocean's been deemed safe for swimming. What's more, the water itself is clear and clean, which are the perfect conditions for underwater diving. For everyone's safety, we ask that you please use a proper swimwear if you plan to enter the water. You can purchase a wetsuit at either the shop or Nook Shopping. Oh, I can't wait to see folks out there diving, playing and splashing. The appropriate amount, of course. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Of course, today being July 3rd. The first wave, of a summer update has now been released. And that's basically what we're going to be doing for this entire episode. Despite the fact it's raining. And despite all these flowers I've got, not flowers, fruits I've got in my inventory. We're going to come back to this, what's the word? Another time. There we go. Because we have sea creatures to catch. And, other things? I don't know what happened to my voice there. Nook Shopping? Sure. Something from Gulliver. It's Gulliver. Hey dear, it's Gulliver. Spoiler warning for the end of this letter. Please accept this gift as a big ol' thank you for saving me. It probably has a more peaceful voyage to your island than I did. I'm jealous. From Gulliver the Maritime Journeyman. Nook Shopping. We've got that. Audi. What was I saying, Motor? Sometimes when I'm writing notes like this one, I, forget what I was writing and it just goes nowhere for a while, and the next thing I know, I've sent it. Does that ever happen to you? Wait, what? That's adorable. So a little appreciation from Nintendo for downloading the update. Of course we would. Why wouldn't we? I mean, it's not like we had much of a choice anyway. A sombrero. From Gulliver, I must assume. So we're just dropping everything on the floor for me to sort out later, because I'm not going to sort it out right now. We got sea creatures to catch. What was this one? A snorkel mask. That must have been from Nintendo, sorry about that. We're going to head over now to Nook's Cranny, and we're going to buy a wetsuit, hopefully. I don't know where it's going to be on sale. I guess we'll just have a look. Maybe we've got like a new section. Doesn't look like it. I guess it's in a glass cabinet. I mean, I guess it's kind of a tool. Oh, there we go. Horizontal stripe wetsuit. Well, before you head to the beach, perhaps we could give you a few pointers about swimming. I don't have any pointers on your form, unfortunately, just the basics about getting into the water. So first things first, you want to put on a suitable wetsuit like this horizontal stripe wetsuit. Once you're suited up, just press A from the beach or nearby rocks to hop into the water. To swim around, keep pressing A. Oh, and if you see a shadow, you can press Y to dive and check it out. You never know what kind of sea creatures might be lurking. Perhaps you could bring one to the surface. So, of course, we're going to buy one of these. And see how many things we can donate to Blabbers. I don't know if he'll blabber on about deep sea creatures, but if he does, we have a lot of things to donate then. Oh my god, my stomach is like, bleh. I had some watermelon just a bit earlier, so that might be why. Oh, I didn't get rid of these flowers. Plant them somewhere. We want to empty inventory so we can carry the max amount of, not flowers, deep sea creatures back to the surface. Oh, there's a walking leaf over there. Don't you need to sit? Alright, you do your thing, walking leaf. I'm not here to bother you. I'm here to... Oh, why are costumes so annoying? I just want to, have a costume and it be okay. Okay, let's actually put on this wetsuit now. We look like we're from the 60s or something. Are we actually going to go swimming with these shoes on as well? Anyway, let's go! Whoosh. So how do we swim? We just move around with a joystick. We can press A to do a bit of a breaststroke. It's a rather rainy day. Apparently not many shadows out here. How far out of the water, out into the sea can we go? Oh, there seems to be something here. Oh, there it is. What we got, Ben? What is that? Well, this is... I got a sea pineapple. Your move, sea pizzas. So we got a lot of things to be catching. And we're just going to have a nice swim, you know? Can we check on our phone in the water? We can. We got Nook Mars mission. Bugs don't bug me. Oh, because I caught quite a few bugs last night. Polymorphing Creature. Oh, the Critterpedia's been updated with deep sea creatures. That's always nice. Not all that many, let's see. 8 by 5, so about 40 of them. That's fair. That's a decent amount. Let's see what this creature is then. I don't know, it didn't move much. It's a squid? Oh, it's an octopus. I got an octopus. It can give 4 hugs at once. It's got an actual, like, much more realistic coloration, I think, this time as well. Rather than being bright red. Oh, I wonder if they had, like, different biomes in the ocean to catch different sort of things. Is this just seaweed? Oh, this is... I got some seaweed. I couldn't count myself. Look at the detail on that seaweed. Oh, there actually is a barrier, but you can't go too far. I guess we got our allocated acre or so. We don't want us swimming to other people's islands, into their territory. I assume so, yeah. Got a nice day out swimming. I've never been deep sea diving. It seems fun though. Well, I'd assume. I mean, otherwise people wouldn't do it, right? It's a sort of a... Oh, I know this. What is it? It's like a sea slug? Yeah, I got a sea slug. It's kind of salty about that. Yeah, I've never been deep sea diving. It seems like fun though. I'd like to try it. I'd like to see like coral reefs. I mean, going to a Great Barrier Reef, hopefully before it all gets, you know, destroyed by humanity and all that. Hopefully I'll get to see it, but I don't know. Oh, what is this? A moray eel? A spotted garden eel, that's right. Was it unspotted before I saw it? That's a good question. Oh, we must have got a new Nook Mile mission. Deep dive. The glittering sea that surrounds our island. Oh. Is home to all kind of captivating creatures. Put on your wetsuit, dive in, and see what you can collect and miles. See what I did there? There's still many creatures that we've yet to discover at the bottom of the sea. Earn miles by diving deep capturing creatures and filling out your Critterpedia. Yes, yes. Of course, I will do my best. We've caught quite a few already. Let's see what else we can find. I believe not all the creatures are available all year round, so there's going to be some we can't catch up at the moment, but I'd imagine most of them we can. I also know CJ do not buy these. We can't release them while in the water. I guess that makes sense. We can't access our inventory. I can't believe we're still wearing these shoes, though, and also the bag while we're deep sea diving. It's absolutely going to ruin them. Is this just all seaweed? It's not moving. Oh. Why, this is a whelk. Happy snails to ya. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Deep sea diving seems pretty cool. See underwater life. That's crazy amount of maritime biology that we don't even know about, you know? Imagine if we could go super deep sea diving, like into Mariana Trench and that sort of thing. The amount of fish that have adapted to such extreme environments under like ridiculous pressure and whoa! What is that? Well, this is... I got a sea anemone. The enemy of my anemone is my frenemy. Interesting. The amount of like deep sea creatures that have adapted to like the environment they're in is pretty crazy. I'd like to see them. I mean, obviously I don't see them by deep sea diving. You need to be like a trained professional diver to go that deep, as I'd imagine. For now, maybe I'll just stick to like simple coral reefs and all that sort of jazz. A starfish. Oh, sorry, a sea star. Maybe it'll give me an autograph. Sorry, we've only got one sea island star, and that's Aldi. Mainly because Puddle's moved out, but still. Got all these faint rocks we can go. I wonder if we can go like cave diving. Do you think they'll implement scuba diving into Animal Crossing? To be fair, I think cave diving is actually pretty dangerous if you don't have a trained professional with you. So they probably don't want to encourage solo deep sea diving. Alright, why don't we take the time to donate some of these things we found, because we got a lot of things to donate, and I don't want to spend absolutely ages in this entire episode donating them all. Or maybe I do, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. So unfortunately we can't make any statues of any of these deep sea creatures because CJ won't take them. But if we could, I guess we could make a Spotted Garden Eel statue. Statuette? Figurine? Model? Model's probably the right word now I think about it. Where's our island? I must say our character has remarkable stamina to keep going, you know. Excuse me? I can't climb onto this rock? Alright then, I guess I'll swim around to the beach. To the beach, let's go get away. Now of course, Pascal is a new NPC. Oh my god. That's been introduced in New Horizons, and what you had to do is when you go deep sea diving is if you capture a scallop, then he'll appear, or something like that. I forget exactly, but I mean we didn't find one yet. But apparently he can appear once a day, so we shouldn't be worried too much about that. We've got a long time to be able to go, we have a long time to be able to go get all of his furniture items. So anyway, let's see what we got over here. We got a Goliath beetle, which I finally caught one. We got, what's this, a horned atlas? No, horned elephant. Can't even see what this one is. A giant stag? I don't know what this one is. Oh, a horned dynastid, I think. This is a sweetfish, and this is one I actually caught yesterday, but the day before yesterday, but I didn't realise because I put it behind this tree, so I couldn't see it. This is the earth-boring beetle, whatever it's called, I don't know. We've got a lot of things to donate, so Blathers, get ready. Hoot. That reminds me, I've received news I simply must discuss with you, dear. Sea creatures and other marine wonders can be found off the shores of our very own Fawnhollow. Or, so I've heard tell. Anyhoot, 'tis exciting stuff, is it not? Now, I do not know the precise whereabouts of said oceanic discoveries, but if any happen to find their way into your possession, I would be most eager to see them. I'd assume he doesn't have any... I found a sea creature. Is that so? What manner of marine life might it be? My pen feathers are prickle in anticipation. Why don't we give something we got a lot of, like a spotted garden eel? Hoo, this is undoubtedly a spotted garden eel. Sea creatures are extraordinary things, are they not? I wonder, would you entrust this marvellous marine find to me? Or yours? Hoo, how wonderful. I shall gladly take you up on your offer. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about a spotted garden eel? We did it. Wonderful, I would love nothing more. A spotted garden eel is a small eel-shaped fish that loves to burrow in the sandy ocean floor. These silly things are known for popping their heads out of the sand to nibble on plankton drifting by. Some say this makes them look like plants sprouting in a garden, hence the name spotted garden eel. But I think they look more like prairie dogs peeking out of the desert hidey holes. Prairie eels has a lovely ring to it, don't you think? If only you were one to name them, Blathers. It would have a lovely name. Hoot. But moreover, it must be said that we are most fortunate to have an island such as this, one with a veritable bounty of ocean wonders to discover, and of course, to display. Indeed, as of now, we have begun accepting donations of sea creatures. 'Tis a broad category that includes discoveries that are not technically creatures per se. But go see what the sea has to offer. Your enthusiastic and philanthropic participation is all I ask. Oh, don't you worry, we've got plenty of things to donate to you, Blathers. And I hope you'll also take the time to explain to us each and every one of them. I've never even heard of a sea pineapple before, I don't even know what this is. Try not to gawk as you look upon a sea pineapple. Its peculiar look is simply one of nature's many jokes. Though it may look like a half-rotten hunk of fruit, the sea pineapple is no plant, shellfish, or even sea slug. It is a tunicate, what? A fancy name for a shallow water filter feeder with a taste for plankton. It should be noted that the sea pineapple looks like a tadpole when it's young and can still swim about. Alas, its youthful cuteness wears off once it attaches itself for good to a rock. But let's put insults aside. Sea pineapples are full of water, you see, and I fear we're asking for a squirt in the eye. Oh my word, all these descriptions are so long. That's fantastic. I'm going to learn so much about deep sea creatures. Oh, an octopus. I actually forgot that octopus is a deep sea creature, not a fishable creature anymore. Because it was different in the previous versions. With its 8 limbs, 3 hearts, and surprisingly big brain, The octopus is quite the wonder. It is also an escape artist like no other. You see, the octopus has specialized skin cells that can change color and texture at lightning speed. Thus it can look for all the world like a... What? Thus it can look for all the world like a patch of seabed 1 minute and a pile of rocks the next. What does that even mean? Thus it can look for all the world. Oh well. But the deception doesn't stop there, what? When attacked by a predator, the octopus releases a cloud of ink and poof, makes its escape. Let's just call the octopus what it is, shall we? The ninja of the deep. That's a nice way to look at it. I can't get over how ridiculous my outfit is right now. Fishnet stockings, strappy heels, and this full fur bag. But we're like a 60s wetsuit on. What can you tell me about seaweed? Let it be known that seaweed is a misnomer of the highest order. That is, it is not a noxious weed so much as it is a marine algae most beneficial to life on land and sea. Seaweed, you see, provides essential habitat and food for all manners of marine creatures, and it does create a great deal of oxygen we land lovers love to breathe too. And yet I can't help but shudder when the slimy stuff touches my toes during a swim. Hoot for horror. Do you have toes, Babers? Hold on, I've got some more messages from my friends. Sorry about that little interruption. Just replying to some friendly messages, but anyway. We've got more things to donate. That's always a thing when they introduce something new like this. Well, apart from, I guess not when they introduce the artwork exhibit, but when they introduce deep sea diving, we just have so many things to donate. We just had to continuously do it. Imagine, if you will, a land slug, but one dressed in frilly attire full of bold colours, stripes and spots. That is, the sea slug, a gastropod that looks ready to walk the red carpet, or perform beneath a big top. But these clowns are no laughing matter, eh, what? Am I poisonous, right? They've got garish colours and wild patterns, warn predators to steer clear of their stinging toxic taste. And that is how you dress for success, as they say. I thought you would have hated a sea slug, to be honest, Blathers. I can't imagine you really like slugs. Why don't we have slugs in this game, now I think about it? We've got snails, but no slugs. Why don't you tell me a little bit about a whelk? Whelks are sea snails that migrate from deep water to shallow water when the weather changes. Oh, I didn't know that. Avid carnivores who feed on worms, crustaceans, and mollusks. In fact, these wily snails have been known to use their own shells to pry open the shells of their victims. How? Then they use a rough tongue-like organ with thousands of tiny teeth to lick their victims' shells clean. Okay, you might want to put the image out of your mind when it's your turn to dine. Alright, that was a little bit hardcore, Blathers. I didn't expect that from you. Or the whelk, to be honest, but still. Sea anemone. Medusa herself would be most impressed by the sea anemone. This pretty predator loves to wave its colourful, flowing locks about, but those gorgeous tresses are in fact deadly tentacles surrounding a hungry mouth. Triggered by the slightest touch, these tentacles harpoon victims of neurotoxin. Deadly neurotoxin. The sea anemone then pulls a helpless, hapless prey into the mouth for a spot of lunch. I say, let this be a lesson. Never, ever make an enemy out of an anemone. Amazing. But that's twice you already made the enemy joke, Animal Crossing. You can't make it again. An enemy, sea anemone, frenemy. The sea star may appear to have 5 feet, but those are in fact its arms. What's the difference? And though 5-armed sea stars are the most common, there are species with 20 or even 40 arms out there. 40? But the fascinating appendage facts do not end there, what? You see, upon each sea star's arm sprout many dozens of tiny feet. Yes, feet, why may hands? They use the suction-cupped feet not to just move about, but to grab hold of dinner guests as well. Finally, it should be noted that when a sea star loses an arm, it can grow it back. More impressive yet, a severed sea star arm can sometimes grow an entire sea star body back. That's frightening stuff, duplicating yourself in like that. Imagine if you just chopped off your arm, and then another you grew. And you grew your arm back. Wild. Absolutely wild. Oh my god, it's taking so long to donate everything. I forgot how long it takes. The Goliath beetle is a colossal creature that can grow up to 4 inches long. 4 inches. 10 centimeters? That's pretty big. Yes, they love to sup on sap and pollen and frolic among the flowers. But did you know the Goliath beetle has a horn upon its head that it uses to fight its foes? And picture this, each one of its behemoth legs end in pincers, deep, calming breaths. Oh, pincers everywhere then. If they have so many pincers though, then I don't know. I feel like there's a pun there somewhere, it's can come up with it in time. The horned elephant beetle certainly lives up to its namesake. Not only does a horn on its head resemble the trunk of an elephant, it is also one of the heaviest beetles in the world. Size aside, allow me to reveal the real reason I find horned elephant beetles so repugnant. Their backs are covered in a fine coat of hair. Hirsute beetles. Hoot, the horror. I don't know what that means. Hirsute? I don't know. That's a Google question. Hold on. Define hirsute.
Hirsute.
Hirsute just means hairy. And it's humorous, apparently. Thank you, Google. Make another donation. Almost there. Just 4 more. I would love to learn a little bit more about the specimen then. It is said the giant stag is a popular pet among bug enthusiasts, though how one might consider oneself enthusiastic about bugs is quite beyond me, but I digress. You should talk to Flick. Giant stags look fearsome with their enormous curved mandibles, but in truth they're really quite cowardly. Oh, how they love to hide away in rotting wood, only to reveal themselves under the cover of dark. Hoot, I shall never turn off the lights again. Oh, blathers. But you're nocturnal. You got moonlight, I guess, to guide your way. We're getting there. We're getting there. A very reading-heavy episode. You know, it happens from time to time. The horned dynastid's head is shaped like a samurai's warrior's helmet, hoo-hoo. It would be a most impressive fact if their large size wasn't so horrifying. Adult males use their huge horned heads for fighting and digging, while the females have no such need. As for their larvae and pupae, they too are quite large and feed on rotting wood at a tremendous pace. A foul feast indeed. I don't even remember what this one was. The horned dynastid, was it? Why don't we end it on the fish? So we'll do this earth-boring dung beetle next. Finally we can find them here. There's no dung on the island. Earth-boring dung beetle are considered quite handsome by some, thanks to their metallic luster. In fact, some even think them to be good omens and bringers of favourable fortune. But I must protest. These field-ravaging pests love to burrow under piles of dung and lay their eggs. They raise their young under dung! Need I say more? I think not. You know, I don't really know what to say to that. Seems kind of gross to my human standards, but I'm not an insect, so I'm not sure I'm one to judge. And hopefully you got a bit of a break from all these insects and blathers with this lovely fish. Sweet fish are the damp heralds of summer. These slippery fellows appear in numbers when it warms up. They hatch in a river, then swim to the ocean. Once mature, they return to the river where they were born. But when they return depends on the river temperature. If it's too cold, their fishing season will start later. Some even say summer can't start without sweet fish, despite the key role played by the Earth's axial tilt. Well, I mean, it's true, I guess. I'm not sure. People say sweet fish and dictate the start of summer. Or maybe they do. You just don't know. No, they don't. Probably. Wait, can you swim in rivers? I haven't actually tried. I'm pretty sure you couldn't in the previous game, so I don't imagine you'd be able to in this game. Nope. So let's do a little bit more deep sea diving. We'll go for about... we don't have a lot of time is a problem. If we catch 1 or 2 new deep sea creatures, I think we'll just donate them and call it a day. Because we don't have enough time otherwise. This is a jellyfish. I got a moon jellyfish. Now to find a sun peanut butter fish. Never actually had a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Because, you know, it's not really a thing in Britain as far as I'm aware. And plus, what you have in jelly as in America isn't jelly in Britain. Our jelly is your jello. And your jelly is our jam, I think. But I believe jam and jelly are actually slightly different. Whoa, this is an acorn barnacle. Will it grow into an oak barnacle? Okay, well, I mean, we found 2. I guess I'll take the time to donate these because I don't know how much time it will take. I don't want to go too far over 30 minutes. Plus, look how slow it is swimming. rest assured, we'll be doing much more swimming around in future episodes. I'm certain of it. And I might do more today as well to try and find Pascal. Otherwise, I'm never going to find him, will I? I'm about to be sad. But 2 more things, Blabbers. 2 more things. Is there a rainbow? I don't know. It's rainy and it's sunny at the same time as a walking leaf. But it's also cloudy. Rainbow with a cloud of chance of... Wait, what? Dun 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 dun. I have a few more donations, Blabbers, if you don't mind, including the lovely... I like this jellyfish, the moon jellyfish. They're very pretty. Please do tell me a little bit about it. Ah, the moon jellyfish. What's not to love about this pretty floating flower of the sea? Well, I suppose its tentacles do give a sting when touched, but it's only a mild thing to do to the likes of us. Other creatures may not be so fond of its translucent beauty, but who can blame them really? Moon jellyfish have stinging cells called cnidocytes that kill fish and other small critters that float by. Hold on, I'm going to Google that. How do you pronounce it? Your dictionary. Doesn't say. No idea. And they use their oval arms to pull these morsels into their mouths and stomachs. Indeed, one need but observe the moon jellyfish to see how brutal and beautiful nature can be. Ain't that the truth, Blabbers? Preach it, Blabbers. Preach it. Preach it. Let's make another donation. What else have we got to donate, you might ask? An acorn barnacle, of course. You know what would be cool is if we could give Pascal 3 other deep sea creatures and he'll give us a model. Anyway, do not mistake the acorn barnacle for a relative of a clam, tut. Mollusks they are not. Barnacles are cousins to crabs and lobsters, you see, though the family resemblance is hard to spot. Acorn barnacles may also seem to live a stationary life, what with being attached to rocks and such. But truth be told, baby barnacles are avid travellers drifting shellless about the sea before settling down. Once they find a good rock to affix themselves to, they float free no more, which begs the question, do adult acorn barnacles ever look out across the open sea and long for youthful adventure once more? I'm not sure acorn barnacles have that much thought, to be honest. Oh, that only took 3 minutes. Okay, apparently I so very much misjudged how long it would take. But we'll just round it off early. It's a shorter episode. Who cares? You know, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 20 minutes. It's all the same in the end. It's all a wash. But anyway, we'll run back to here. Sorry, Leif. And if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye for now. More deep sea diving in the future, I'm sure.